right from the time we were kids in elementary and middle school. Until we got older and went to college, we keep hearing that math is important, without knowing what the integral, the derivative, the sine, cos, tan will be used for later. In fact, application of mathematics exists in many things around us. We see geometry in massive structure, skyscraper, arithmetic, in formula daily calculation when going to the supermarket, calculating monthly allowance. Even in music, rely on proportion. A piece of music that is combined with many different elements such as form, rhythms, beat, and music note, can easily be described by numerical sequences related to time and repetition. And a piece of music can also be described by geometrical form. Obviously, math is a lot more useful than we think. So, what will it be like to study advanced mathematics in the administration law major of Ho Chi Minh City University of Law? Is it similar to math that we are familiar with during 12 years of high school? And is studying advanced math just taking math at a higher level? There are lots of questions that have arisen for us when it comes to advanced math at university. Who would have thought that advanced math could even be directly applied to mathematics? In high school, everyone must have heard of phrase integral, calculus, trigonometry. But few people know that the real use of integral or trigonometric is for what. If with normal math that we still study, we will only know how to solve, calculate integral. But for advanced math, it is different. Advanced math provides us with the essences, the core of calculus, differential or calculus. We can simply understand the integral as the area of generalization. Suppose we need to calculate the area of a flat shape bound by line segment. We just need to divide it into simpler, smaller shapes such as triangle, square, trapezoid, rectangle. If we consider a more complex shape bound by both a straight line and a curve, we also divide it into smaller shapes, but curved trapezoid will appear. Integration helps us to calculate the area of those curved trapezoids. And an unexpected application of integral in the government industry is to accurately measure the length of a curve such as the neckline, armpits, crossline, to be able to assemble details such as the neckline to the sleeve into the bodies. To solve this problem, we can accurately calculate the length of the curve on the original, same by applying to the integral, and then proceed to cut an example, pants and shirt. Like a rocket, we can use advanced math to model. The thrust of a rocket into space is based on the calculus of motion, physical thrust and moment. In rocket physics, we are applying Newton's second and third law to rocket that has variable mass. How is the most variable? The rocket mass is decreasing over time as the fuel propellant is being burned off. As the rocket
and the final liftoff of Discovery.
The rocket is experiencing a very large acceleration as the exhaust exits out of the black of the rocket at a very high velocity.
Go for main engine start.
This cycle,
We have main engine start.
acceleration exerts a push force on the rocket in the
Booster
opposite
ignition
direction,
and the final
causing the
liftoff of
rocket
Discovery.
to accelerate
A tribute to
upward.
the dedication,
The force
hard work,
acting
and pride
on
of
the rocket,
America's space shuttle
called
team.
the thrust,
Shuttle has cleared the
is the
tower.
rate of change of momentum, which is the first derivative
Go for main engine
of
start.
momentum using calculus.
We have main engine
Momentum or the amount of motion of the rocket.
booster ignition,
We
and the
can
final
also
liftoff
write
of
this
Discovery.
as a physical equation, and rewriting this from a calculus standpoint. To put it simply, the thrust of the rocket during so one can't know it without knowing why, but knowing why requires knowing with. Second, advanced mathematics also helps students understand the nature and deep meaning of mathematics, making it easier to learn math. Teachers regularly apply content in their explanation to help crystallize the essence of an idea. To avoid oversimplification and misrepresentation of the problem, it's helpful for teachers to have some insight into advanced math. For example, common misstatements from teachers or students may include the multiplication make things larger. You can subtract a larger number from a smaller number. Anything to 0 power is 1. Or the even number make up half of the odd number, so there are half as many of them. Or students don't use the irrational number at first, making it difficult to see conceptual relationship with the unit and a real. For example, exponents are often first introduced as rebate multiplication. The conceptual approach holds for odd number exponent, but break down when dealing with rational, radical, complex, or integral exponent later on. Advanced math helps students deepen their understanding of math and make it easier for them to learn math and thinking so they can develop deeper thinking later.
Mình thường nghe người ta nói vui rằng tại sao phải học toán cao cấp trong khi việc mua thức ăn ngoài chợ chỉ cần các phép tính cộng trừ nhân chia. Thế nhưng có một câu nói mà mình rất tâm đắc rằng mua thức ăn có thể không cần toán cao cấp, nhưng học tốt môn toán cao cấp sẽ quyết định việc bạn sẽ mua thức ăn ở đâu. It's not hard to come across lots of search and comment like that. So why do we need to learn advanced math? It's not just a calculation. At first, I forgot to mention the application of advanced math in medicine. The application have mentioned in the previous slide. The more prominent application was born in 1937. This is a mathematical model using the differential equation divided into three roots. S, I, R stand for susceptible, infect, recover. And that's it all about the keyword of SIR model. SIR model was invented in 1937 by Scottish biochemist William Appleby Kermish and Scottish military doctor Anderson Gorey of Cambridge. The spread of infectious disease has been studied in the field of epidemiology, applied mathematics, and statistics. Currently, many mathematical models have been developed to reduce the development of epidemics. Specifically, the SIR model, the simplest model that studies the transmission respiratory compartment, susceptible, infect, and remove individuals. In this model, the population is divided into compartments and used to report the disease spread in the present and future. By using data on COVID-19 in Hanoi over the past periods, we can create an SIR model that describes the likelihood of infection, thereby providing appropriate social distancing policy and safety measures based on the level of community transmission of COVID-19. And here are some results of that research.
So, next, I would like to present the application of advanced mathematics in economics. Mathematics is an important tool in researching and solving economic problems. Mathematics help economists build economic models, test hypotheses, forecast trends, and make rational decisions. Applied mathematics in economics include many fields such as financial mathematics, statistics, optimization, and discrete mathematics. In general, it can be seen that each field has its own methods and application for different economic problems. Mathematics is not only a common language for economic science, but also a source of inspiration for developing theories and discovering new economic phenomena. The course of Applied Mathematics in Economics provides students with basic mathematical tools including functions, sequences, series, matrices, system of equations, system of inequalities, calculus, differential equation, differences equation, and application of these mathematical tools in explaining, analyzing, and solving important problems in economic and business. Analyzing trigonometric functions to study economic oscillation, such as economic cycle or business cycles, using probability theories and statistics to assess risk, forecast economic variables, and test scientific hypotheses. Applying game theories and information theories to analyze the strategies of policymakers, businesses, and consumers in competitive or cooperative situations. Using linear algebra and matrix to solve overall balance problems, such as import-export model or length models. Inter-industry balance model, relative input-output model. In a modern economy, the production of a certain type of product output requires the use of different types of goods as input materials input for the production process, and determining the total demand for the product of each production sector in the overall economy is important. It includes intermediate demand from producers using that type of product for the production process, final demand from those who use the product for consumption or export, including households, the state, export organization, etc. Applying derivatives to economic and business analysis. Common functions in economic and business analysis: short-term production function, cost function, revenue function, profit function, expenditure function, saving function, supply function, and demand function for a type of good. Applying the unconstrained, free, multivariate extreme model in economics, determining capital and labor to maximize revenue and profit, determining the product sector structure to minimize a cost and maximize revenue and profit.